Ben and Jen divorce. We've got the details about why it was just time for the couple to make the move.
Lucky to be alive, 2016 Voice runner-up Megan Lindsay reveals her terrifying bite from a venomous spider.
We're revealing our beauty of the day as we count down the reveal of People's World's Most Beautiful cover.
We're just trying to do what we got to do to make him, the family, and all the fans proud.
Tyrese Gibson reveals how the Fast and the Furious franchise will be paying tribute to Paul Walker in the new movie.
Plus,
Gwyneth Paltrow's lifestyle site Goop is giving us fast food goals this morning.
wait until you see what you should eat.
And what you shouldn't.
Hey guys, happy Friday. Happy Good Friday, everybody. Facebook Live and People.com. So much to get to today as we look forward to the weekend. Gwyneth Paltrow's lifestyle site Goop has released their list of hacks for making almost any fast food restaurant healthy. But we want to know, what's your favorite fast food item that you can't resist even when you're trying to eat healthy? That is our Facebook question of the day. We've all got guilty pleasures, people. We want to know yours. Comment below. We'll get to your answers very soon in the show. But first, here's what you need to know and what's trending today. People has confirmed that Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck have filed for divorce nearly 2 years after the couple originally announced their split. Garner and Affleck filed the docs together, and they are both seeking joint legal and physical custody of their 3 kids. The date of separation, as well as the division of property and any spousal support, is still to be determined. A source tells People the filing is super amicable. The former couple filed mirror image paperwork, and they each filed without an on-the-record attorney. A separate source tells People they always planned to divorce despite what people said. If you look at their first statement, it says divorce, not separate. They just did it the way they wanted to and did what was best for their kids. There was no catalyst, it was just time. Nothing has changed. They are and still will be putting their kids first. Affleck called Garner the world's greatest mom at a Times talk in New York in mid-December, while saying that the births of their children were the most defining moments of his life. Affleck recently completed rehab for alcohol addiction, and a source tells People the actor is relishing time with his children, saying Ben is spending special time with all the kids separately. He seems very happy. The mood in general seems very upbeat, and the kids are thrilled that he's back. Now watch this.
See this big red block? That's the BRCA gene that I tested positive for. And that means I have a great risk of getting cancer at some point in my life.
Bachelor alum Leslie Murphy has undergone a double mastectomy after she tested positive for the BRCA2 gene mutation, which greatly increases her chance of developing breast cancer. Murphy, who competed on Sean Lowe's season 17 of the ABC reality dating series and was a bridesmaid in his and Catherine Giudici's wedding, announced on Instagram last month that she would be undergoing the intense surgery as a preventative measure, in part because her mom was diagnosed with cancer 3 years earlier. Watch.
She is a bad ass, and I hope to grow up to be like her. And this is me trying. So I think the right move is to just take care of it right now and do the double mastectomy. I'm 29. It sounds young, but I'm not getting any younger.
Now, before going through the procedure, Murphy posted on Instagram saying, "The sun has set and my final night with all body parts is here and now. In less than 24 hours, I will wake up different. What a strange feeling it is to miss your boobs, but I know this prophylactic double mastectomy is for the best. I have lots of life to live and potential cancerous cells aren't welcome here." She added, thanks to all my family, friends, and followers for wearing pink today and loving me the way you do. Thanks especially for drawing attention to genetic testing and raising awareness that saves lives. Y'all are my heroes. Murphy's now recovering back at home and continues to document her progress post-surgery on her Instagram account.
Huge. I have a huge impersonation.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'll work on that. My Christopher Walken. I got to work on a few things, but I'll release
Maybe
something.
Arnold and yeah, Christopher Walken, like laying out a room plan.
You got to get the file down, and you got to put it over there.
Arnie has a tank, so that's a good way to do demo.
Just blast the wall out.
Is Walken like a demo guy, or is he more just like
I
what do you
think
think?
he's like the dancing contractor. I think that's what it is. He's light on his feet. Or I could do like a Vin Diesel. That's more of a Sylvester Stallone.
I'll work on it.
Yeah, I guess the Vin Diesel impression could use a little work, but I think the Property Brothers would make pretty great Saturday Night Live hosts. They made their pitch to me when I just sat down with them and talked about their many celebrity fans, including SNL's Leslie Jones. Watch.
We were messaging with her a little bit, and she invited us to come down, so we had a blast. And then she said, "Oh, good to see you guys." And then out of nowhere, almost like a sword from a caber, she pulls it out from behind, and it was her plans.
Rolled them out.
She literally rolled out her
If you watch that episode of SNL, all of her characters, she had the plans stuffed in her
wardrobe, yeah.
But I'm putting this out there. I give Lauren 12 months to have us on there to host SNL.
Lauren Michaels.
Yeah, Lauren Michaels. I'm putting this out there, one Canadian to another. Yeah, I think we have a lot of friends who are on the cast, and I think it would be the most fun.
Well, with our improv background, we used to do sketch improv and stand-up. I think that's the next thing I would love to do.
So many celebrity fans that you guys have. Has one sort of anyone surprised you that, like, my gosh, you're a fan of our show? Or?
Yeah, we get, I'd say at least once a week, we have a major, celebrity from Hollywood or a musician or somebody reach out, an athlete who wants us to do the renovation. I do 50+ renovations a year just for the families we work for on the show, so I don't really have the time. But we were doing the Today Show, and I remember we were coming off from co-hosting, and Russell Crowe walks by, and he stops us, and he's like, "I have to say, I'm a big fan of the show." And we're like, "Oh, that's amazing. Thank you so much." We both turned around like four-year-old girls, and we're like, Gladiator, the show. So it's great. We have this eclectic mix from Cher, who will go on rants online and tell us how much she loves the show and she has to tear stuff out, to Russell Crowe, to everybody else.
Switching gears, guys, big warning here. This is kind of tough to see some of the images you're about to see. This is a picture of Steel Magnolia singer and former Voice contestant Megan Lindsay. Now, that spot on her face, it was caused by a spider bite. Here's what happened. One morning in February, Megan woke up to a stinging sensation on her face. She was still half asleep, looked over, and realized there was a large dying spider in her hand, which freaks me out just to think about that part. She'd been bitten by a venomous brown recluse spider. She immediately went to urgent care, but despite antibiotics and saline, her eye nearly swelled shut. You can see the upper left there. The rest of the symptoms soon followed, and Megan documented her progress on Instagram. She tells people, "I had muscle spasms, then I had a body rash all over." They tell people to not look up things on WebMD, and I had looked up everything on WebMD, and I had every symptom. Every day was another thing. The skin surrounding the site of Lindsay's bite began to rot as her skin cells died, leaving what she calls a hole on her face. Very scary stuff. She underwent experimental hyperbaric chamber treatment, and after 3 sessions, she actually saw immediate results. Lindsay says that she's still unsure whether she'll be stuck with a scar forever. She's getting used to an intensified makeup routine and trying some things to heal that scar. She's currently, though, focused on finishing her next record, which she tells people is a little more pop than country. She also teases a cool collaboration with one of the mentors who appeared during her season of The Voice. And guys, we say good luck to you, Lindsay, and that recovery.
Oh
what a story.
I know.
Can you imagine?
Ooh, it gives me the heebie-jeebies.
I feel bad for her, but guys, she's doing well.
I know. Let's check in with Facebook Live. So in just a second, we're revealing some great healthy fast food hacks from Gwyneth Paltrow's site Goop. We want to know what's your favorite fast food item you cannot resist, even when you're trying to eat healthy.
Lash commented with just a French fries emoji, and I think that we are all feeling that with you, Lash.
And Sarah says the entire Taco Bell menu.
Absolutely feeling
Like
that
my
as well.
whole college.
Keep the Facebook comments coming in. We're going to check in with you a little bit later, but first, Andrea, time to reveal some of those fast food hacks.
That's right, Jeremy. Gwyneth Paltrow is making us very hungry in Star Treks today. That's right, if you're having trouble avoiding fast food, Gwyneth Paltrow's website Goop has released a fast food guide to some of your favorite chains. The site revealed their top choices and hacks. And the big winners were Chipotle, Wendy's, and Subway. Yes, go Chipotle! Goop says yes to the salad bowl with brown rice. Load up on the veggies, black beans, and you are good with guac. Goop is giving you the green light. Plus, it's technically not an extra addition if you skip the meat. Yay! Sorry guys, no dairy. You gotta skip it. Woohoo! Go Wendy's! Wendy's Power Mediterranean Chicken Salad is success. Just skip the hummus and grab the balsamic vinaigrette packet and you are all set. I know, you guys, French fries are the bomb, but you gotta swap it for a baked potato minus the sour cream. All right, so we're not saying no to Subway, just a very simple swap. Yes, that is the swap we're looking for. It's really easy for all of us, saying that any sandwich can be turned into a salad. Just skip the bread. And those are your Star Treks for today.
All right, guys, stay with us. Your favorite 90s stars are sharing their favorite moments as moms. Plus, they're flashing back to their successful TV sitcoms. And Carrie Underwood is sharing the sweet video her toddler Isaiah sent her while she was on the road. Stick around for that.
This is King Cutie in People. His Royal Highness Prince George Alexander Louis of Cambridge. These are George's parents, George's home, his Nana, the Queen, and his staff of 644 Englishmen. This is George's dog Lupo, who inspired his favorite book, The Adventures of the Royal Dog Lupo, one George will share now that he's a big brother. People. The details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
Well, we are revealing a beauty of the day in anticipation of the unveiling of People's World's Most Beautiful. Today's beauty is the extremely talented and lovely actress and singer, Mandy Moore, who never fails to be beautiful inside and out. This year's World's Most Beautiful issue will debut on Wednesday. Be sure to tune in right here on People Now next Wednesday morning to find out who it is.
There's nothing for me when people tell me how much they love the show, they grew up with me. It's beautiful to hear that I could be a part of someone's childhood, just like Kevin Arnold was a part of mine. Holy crap, you know, I know what that feels like.
It's already on, I don't believe it, we just shot it 2 days ago.
Seventh Heaven was on for 11 years, so I mean we were on for a really long time, and obviously I was on every single episode, I never missed a one.
That was a brilliant idea.
I'm iconically going to be Lucy Camden, and it's very difficult in the business to kind of change people's minds. And they love you and they adore you and you're great, but they don't want to see you in something else.
How rude!
You know, Stephanie Tanner is a character that people have known for 30 years, have continued to watch. I mean, the show has never been off the air in syndication. You know, as much as I love Full House and people are just so drawn to me, having grown up in their house for 30 years, like I now get to do other stuff with it. And it's really fun because I love this business, every aspect of it.
Well, I think it's safe to say we all loved those 90s shows, bringing us back to the days of TGIF, am I right? We are very excited because Jodie, Christine, and Beverly are all back on Pop TV's new series, Hollywood Darlings, which follows the three child stars as they navigate through life step by step. The three moms also talk to people about relying on each other when being a parent gets a little tough. Watch.
We all know what is best for our child, and there's no right or wrong way to parent. There is no right or wrong way to do anything, and if it's all given with love, that you're doing it right. And so that's what we've always talked about, like even those moments where you're like, I'm gonna shoot them, they're making me crazy, I can't do this. And then it's kind of, we talk each other off the ledge and be like, you got this, what are you talking about? You can do it. And it's kind of this wonderful relationship of our sisterhood in which we can, you know, kind of be there for each other. And all of us do it all our own way, and it's perfectly right for each one of our children.
Oh,
Oh, I love them. Just can't get enough of those epic Fast and Furious car chases, and the latest installment in the blockbuster franchise definitely does not disappoint. The Fate of the Furious is in theaters now. It's our Toyota People Pick of the day. Paul Walker, who passed away in 2013, was obviously a huge part of the Fast and Furious series. So when one of the film's stars, Tyrese, stopped by People Now, we had to ask him how the 8th film is carrying on Paul's legacy. Check this out.
Fans will see that we, as clever as we could, have a presence of Paul and kind of make mention
of it, yeah.
Yeah, there's some mentions of our brother. But I just think at the end of the day, we're just trying to do what we got to do to make him, the family, and all the fans proud. Because the fans grew up with this, man.
Been in here for 4 hours. My ribs are showing. I don't know about y'all, but I'm out. I wouldn't recommend that.
In this movie, you and Scott Eastwood have a really funny dynamic. Kind of take a lot of jabs
He's a
at each
punching
other.
bag for you, right?
Did you do anything special to kind of initiate him into the Fast and the Furious world?
Well, a lot of people don't know this, but Scott had been knowing Paul longer than most of us. Him and Paul were friends for over 20 years. So it was a very natural thing when the word got out that Scott was going to be joining us. You know, we're all about family and kind of keeping it in the family, and it was a no-brainer. But, you know, it was interesting. We told Scott that the worst thing he could do is try and be funny.
Yeah.
Right? Because we don't want anyone to think or believe that Scott came to replace Paul. Far from it, right? We said, play it straight, be serious, be intense, be the stickler cop, Secret Service type of agent, whatever your role is, that you know, is irritated and annoyed about the fact that he even has to work with us to go on this mission. And so he did a great job.
Telling you, loved that movie.
I know. All right, you guys, let's check in with Facebook Live. One more time, we're talking favorite fast food. Amy says, I can't resist McDonald's cinnamon melts.
All right. Loretta says Popeyes from New Orleans. Fantastic. Edward says my favorite fast food is the bacon cheeseburger from Whataburger. Mine's a bacon cheeseburger from Wendy's.
Oh, yeah. Donna says Dairy Queen chocolate dip. And Lynn says a twist cone on a hot summer day. Doesn't that sound amazing? Just a twist cone, simpler time.
On a simple, nice hot summer day where there's nothing to worry about. Laura says my fast food go-to these days is Chipotle. Love the carnitas bowl. So,
I know, I love it.
But you love Dairy Queen.
I love Dairy Queen. That was my favorite place growing up to go to, especially when it was really nice out, all that. So I totally relate to the twist cone on a hot summer day.
All right, so we thank you guys so much for joining us. We really appreciate all your comments, and be sure to check in with us next week as well. We have an epic flashback Friday from the one and only Jenna Elfman, I believe, that we're going to show you.
Awesome.
So check this out.
Well, hello, what took you so long? We had like 15 million viewers in like, what, 18 to 49 even, not even households, which was like 19 million. And I'm just so grateful that it was a great show that still people love and respond to, and that I had such a great time doing it. You know, it's just, and that still I'll be walking down the street, people are like, Dharma! And it like makes them light up and smile. And I'm like, with all the chaos and craziness in the world that makes us not smile, it makes me happy that I can entertain people and make them smile. And that's kind of where I live with it, you know?
That's really great.
So amazing. Is there a particular scene or moment that will always stick with you from your time filming?
Yes, like my most favorite scene that I ever did doing Dharma and Greg was when Dharma was running for city office or city council. And so she was going around, you know, to all the different diverse groups and sort of just showing what they would want to see from her, which was a bit like her compromising her integrity a little because she wasn't being her true self, and so she started getting sick.
I don't care how many trees you plant in Golden Gate Park, it's not gonna hide those ugly people.
And so throughout the episode, I'm getting more and more sick. And by the end, my eye is swollen shut. I have a hunchback and my hair's falling out. And it was just like physical comedy wise, and I'm puking. Like there was so much to play, and it was just like really fun for me because I love physical comedy. So that was like really pleasurable for me.
We saw a little bit of Dharma and Greg cameo on 2.5 Men.
Oh, yeah.
Any chance for maybe a more official reboot of any sort?
I don't know.
It's the day and age of like bring it back, right?
I know.
It seems to be happening a lot.
It would be really fun, you know. Well, Thomas was on Criminal Minds.
Yeah.
So we couldn't. I actually had brought it up like a year ago. I was like, guys, do you want to do like anything again? But you know, Thomas was busy. He's not on the show anymore, so maybe it'll come up again. I have no idea.
You in touch with him?
Huh? Occasionally. Like I saw him at a park because I was taking my kids to like go to the park, and he was filming on location there at the park that day. And I was like, what are you guys filming? They're like, Criminal Minds. I was like, is Thomas working today? They're like, yeah, he's right there. I was like, oh my God. So he came over when he was done and like pushed my kids in the swing while we had a chat and caught up. And
that's great.
Yeah.
I love her. She's hilarious and ageless.
I know.
Just exactly the same as she used to look. Make sure to watch People Now next week, 8:30 a.m. Eastern every single day. We're celebrating Kourtney Kardashian's birthday with some of her best comebacks on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Plus, Vanessa Hudgens will be live talking weight loss, fashion, and her new NBC show, Powerless. Very excited for that.
All right, thank you for watching. And for now, we leave you with one last thing from Carrie Underwood. Have a good weekend.
Bye, guys.
Hey, I'm Carrie Underwood, and this is One Last Thing. Last thing I Googled was Pred's playoff schedule. I was moved to tears when Reba McEntire sang Give This World Back to God at the ACMs. That was kind of a powerful moment. My son made me laugh at a video, actually, that I was sent this morning of him playing the guitar. He doesn't know what he's doing, and I think he was hurting his thumb strumming, but it was cute.
Hey, Hey YouTube! Don't forget to like this video and leave a comment if you enjoyed it. And for more People Now, click on the subscribe button down here.
And check out more great video right now by clicking on one of these links.